2018 Infiniti QX50 SUV review. The good points of Infiniti QX50 SUV. New engine technology. Alternative choice. Spacious interior. Choice of 2- and 4-wheel drive. The bad points of Infiniti QX50 SUV. No diesel or hybrid engine available. CVT automatic only. Small dealer network. Lack of brand name image. Some 9 years on from Infiniti's introduction inside UK, there's something of the confident swagger about Nissan's luxury arm on this new QX50 SUV. Infiniti's Mini-like status in Britain might create a left-field option for buyers, though with sales up 21% in 2017, this QX50 might be the car to be onto the radars and shopping lists of buyers hunting for a crossover that has a premium badge. The only trouble is until this sector on the market is awash with talent. From the latest Audi Q5, BMW X3 and Volvo XC60, there's also the Mercedes GLC, Lexus NX and Jaguar Epis, prior to the Range Rover Evoque and Porsche Macan. Single-engine option. Positioning the QX50 in among that lot isn't an easy task either. For starters, it'll basically be offered which has a single choice of an turbo petrol engine having an automatic gearbox and a choice of 2- or 4-wheel drive. That's a hardcore ask in a very sector that's still dominated by diesels in spite of the current downturn against them, and without even the contrary option of the hybrid such as NX. In the QX50's favor though is always that it has a world first which consists of variable compression engine technology, something which other manufacturers are looking to introduce, with Infiniti boasting petrol performance with diesel economy. On paper, the Infiniti certainly impresses with 270 horsepower from the 2.0-liter engine and also 060 miles per hour use of just 6.3 seconds long that has a 143 miles per hour top speed. Economy and emissions figures have yet to get released for Europe, but our estimate is always that there probably be around 35 miles per gallon and 187 GkM. Our tryout included some spirited driving around twisty mountain roads with all the air conditioning on, so we returned 28 miles per gallon easily, so 35 miles per gallon isn't certainly. Despite that performance plus a lack of body roll-through bends, you shouldn't mistake the Infiniti QX50 to get a driver's car though. The CVT automatic transmission, while well matched for the engine and smooth enough in normal driving, could be rather vocal when driven hard, and also the steering is perhaps all but lifeless with regard to telling you exactly what the car has been doing beneath you. This just isn't a car by which you're planning to voluntarily make longer, twistier route home. Solidly built cabin. That said, refinement levels are wonderful with little wind or road noise moving into the cabin, plus an impressively comfortable ride quality even on broken roads within the larger 20-inch wheels. The QX50 is constantly impress inside too. The building, together with the fit and complete and materials used are typical of high quality, with 2 touch screens to the sat-nav and in-car controls such as stereo and ventilation. A Bose 17-speaker stereo is undoubtedly an option, while there's also heated and cooled electric front seats, a panoramic sunroof along with a head-up display. There's also Infiniti's new ProPilot Assist system, which incorporates intelligent cruise control and automatic braking together with adaptive steering and lane assist. Furthermore, there's enough space inside. Infiniti claims the QX50 boasts more rear legroom compared to the Q5, X3, GLC and XC60, and that's not difficult to believe. The back seats also slide for additional space in order to add towards the alwachi capacious boot. The verdict. The new Infiniti QX50 has much to recommend it, but the insufficient engine choice at night single petrol engine, however clever its technology, will hinder its fascinate a wider audience. That's a waste, as we believe this is probably the very best Infiniti we've driven thus far. Keep an eye out to the full Infiniti QX50 review just around the corner on Even as Get Behind the Wheel from the UK. Stunning acceleration from the line. No gears mean uninterrupted oomph. Less punchy, but nevertheless fast, at motorway speeds. The Model X's twin electric motors deliver maximum performance to your front and rear wheels from the minute you accelerate. We tested the 90D, which promises 0.62 miles per hour in 4.8 seconds, having a battery variety of 303 miles for the approved net European test cycle. If anything, the 0.62 miles per hour figure undersells the immediate, relentless nature in the acceleration, which slams you last your seat and, since there are no gears to alter, is entirely linear and uninterrupted. The 75D promises 0.62 miles per hour in 6.0 seconds, 259 miles range, and although the 100D also records a similar 4.8 seconds since the 90D, the number increases to 351 miles. Buyers can step up for the P100D, such as the ludicrous speed upgrade. It promises an impressive 2.9 seconds, 0.60 miles per hour, serious amounts of just 1.4 seconds to accelerate from 4,565 miles per hour, that has a range of 336 miles, assuming it's being driven gently. Ultimately, the 90D's performance is much more than adequate, with very good acceleration even at high motorway cruising speeds, and excellent mid-range flexibility for safe overtaking. All models are designed for 155 miles per hour, except the entry-level 75D, which has a maximum of 130 miles per hour. Regenerative braking allows you restore some battery charge, by capturing energy usually lost like a car holds back. This means that quite small lifts away from the throttle feel as if braking in the normal car. The effect can seem to be quite unnatural to begin with, but is not difficult to acclimatize to. All-wheel drive traction is impressive. Overeager traction control cuts power too soon. Handles well due to the size, yet lags behind class leaders. Every Model X is with all-wheel drive as standard equipment. It allows the powerful 7-seat SUV to deploy its power with little wheel spin, and results in safe, sure-footed progress even during very bad climatic conditions. Despite this, hard acceleration at a junction could potentially cause the traction control to slice power very abruptly. That's far from ideal, and never particularly safe, when trying to merge with fast-flowing traffic. A more measured traction control intervention will be welcome here. The Tesla's body roll is well contained. That's important and impressive for the heavy car weighing 2,389 kilograms. However, conventional SUVs, for example the Range Rover Sport and Audi Q7, feel more agile and fun drive an automobile. They also have nicer steering. The Tesla's lacks definition because you move at off-center, which leads to a slightly vague feeling. The Model X's steering is light and user-friendly, however, making the Tesla simple to maneuver at low speeds in the city, and this also is not a daunting SUV to ride in a tight parking spot. That's partly because with the excellent reversing camera, which displays a higher resolution and very clear image around the 17-inch touchscreen. Spacious as well as simple design all round. Central touchscreen is exceedingly intuitive. Dashboard fit and complete is disappointingly below par. A feeling of spaciousness, simplicity and relaxation dominates the Tesla cabin. Unusually, the motorist needs to just select drive within the Mercedes-sourced steering column-mounted gearshifter to push away. There's no requirement to unlock the doors, and even press a start button. Along with the Tesla shuts off and locks itself automatically because the driver walks away. As an option, the leading doors can even slowly swing out since you approach, detaching the need to even touch the handle. It's disconcertingly simple. A huge panoramic windscreen sweeps right back over the motorist's head, split by way of a graduated tint and sun visors that fold in from the driving force's right and passenger's left when needed. It's step to creating the impression of space and lightweight. The 17-inch touchscreen controls almost all vehicle functions, from features for instance navigation, music playing and telephone connectivity to raising the suspension and sliding the other rail seating forwards and backwards. If you're knowledgeable about smartphone technology, it's intuitive to navigate all functions, and removes the majority of buttons on the dashboard for just a sleek, modern appearance. The buttons that remain, the electric window switches, as an illustration, may also be borrowed from Mercedes. Impressive storage but low-quality materials. Unlike the Model S, that produces a feature from the completely flat floor between driver and passenger on the expense of stowage space, the Model X works on the more conventional center console. This provides a lot more storage, with cubbyholes and generous-sized cup holders. In fact, 8 cup holders are offered on 6 and 7-seat versions. On a comparatively superficial level, quality appears high along with the design on the dashboard, dominated by the iPad-like central screen, plus the 7 individual leather seats suited to our test car are impressively striking. But investigate further. Plus the Model X lacks the substance to back first impressions. The dashboard sounds hollow and cheap when tapped, and one with the plastic covers for the front seat runners had come loose on our test car. It's indicative of any level of fit and take care of below Tesla's premium rivals. Lumpy ride quality disappoints. Poor whine noise suppression. Excellent driving position. The Tesla Model X rides on air suspension rather than conventional coil-sprung setup, comparable to a Mercedes-Benz class or Range Rover. This allows the ride height for being adjusted top to bottom, and will make to get a more comfort-focused ride. The reality is, however, just a little disappointing, the Model X displaying a lumpy ride quality that doesn't smooth over irregularities inside road along with it might. The motors that power electric cars are quieter than rivals with internal combustion engines, but what this means is wind and tire noise might be more noticeable. Even so, the Tesla scores poorly. The reason is, with quite pronounced noise. Whine noise suppression on our test car was particularly poor, perhaps linked towards the ill-fitting seals, the spot that the Falcon Wing rear doors fold over in the roof. The driving position is, however, perfectly comfortable, plus the seats are relatively supportive. The headrests may be more generously cushioned, but there's little to complain about here. Similarly, there's generous space for passengers inside the second row of seats, which may be electrically powered forwards and backwards, and in some cases the third row seating is comfortable for big adults. This is partly because electric cars don't require bulky transmission tunnels. With all the large battery-mounted lowdown relating to the axles, the Model X will be able to offer a completely flat floor, boosting space. Plenty of normal equipment on all models. Higher spec buys more performance as opposed to kit. Faster charging and 7-seat choices are available. As standard, all Model X models are specified with largely similar equipment, regardless of the base price spanning £50,000. The purchase price premium instead buys extra performance and driving range. Standard Tesla Model X SUV equipment. Standard features around the 75D, 90D and 100D include 40 kWh of free annual charging at Tesla's supercharger network, air suspension, a 17-inch touchscreen including digital radio, maps and navigation with real-time traffic information, collision avoidance and autonomous emergency braking, LED headlamps, keyless entry, and electrically powered rear tailgate. To this, the P100D model adds an active rear spoiler, which rises up through the tailgate at speed and retracts when parked, higher performance red Brembo brake calipers, optional Tesla Model X SUV extras. Black paint will be the only no-cost exterior color, with 6 other colors costing extra. 20-inch silver slipstream alloys are standard, together with the 20-inch helix and 22-inch turbine wheels as optional extras. 5 interior trim combinations can be found, but only multi-pattern black seats with dark ashwood trim and black headlining is standard. Key options add some 6 and 7-seat interior, advanced driver assistance packages plus a premium upgrades package. The latter includes front doors that automatically swing open while you approach, a cabin air filtration system set for being 100 times far better than premium automotive filters, additional leather and Alcantara trim to your dashboard, leather and dual armrests, plus dynamic LED headlights that turn in line together with the driver's steering inputs to illuminate corners. Sub-Zero Winter package includes heated seating for many seats, a heated controls and wiper blade defrosters. Buyers could also opt for just a set of 20-inch alloy wheels fitted with Pirelli Sato Zero Winter tires. Ultra-high fidelity sound upgrade adds 16 speakers, a subwoofer and amplifier for the purpose Tesla describes as a custom-designed audiophile quality head unit. Towing package introduces a steel tow bar, 13-pin electronics harness and also a software package that automatically brakes individual wheels to create trailer sway back in order. Know your own cap score up to now. Vast array of ordinary safety features. Advanced autonomous driving tech. The Model X is yet being tested by Euro NCAP, but Tesla claims a unique crash testing procedures suggest it must be the first SUV to obtain the highest safety rating at landed divorce attorneys category. All-wheel drive and also a battery pack positioned low down between axles, placing weight low down increases agility and cuts down on likelihood of the rollover means the Model X is undoubtedly an inherently well-balanced and stable SUV. The standard fitment, as is also mandatory for any car sold inside EU, of ABS brakes and stability control also means the motorist is unlikely to skid uncontrollable. The Model X is equipped with 12 airbags as standard, with head and knee airbags and leading, 2 side curtain airbags, 4 C8 mounted side airbags and 2 door mounted airbags. Active precautionary features include automatic emergency braking and side collision avoidance, each of which intervene to quit the vehicle automobile accident is deemed likely. Tesla offers as much as 4 ISOFIX attachments for child seats, though Audi provides 6 to use 7-seat Q7. Tesla is well known due to the cutting-edge, and frequently controversial, driver assistance systems, many of which go a long way to full autonomy. The enhanced autopilot function, as an illustration, includes 4 cameras and 12 ultrasonic sonar sensors to watch traffic and obstacles 360 degrees across the car. Enhanced autopilot automatically matches speed towards the traffic flow, ensures your vehicle doesn't veer looking at the lane, automatically changes lanes, and in many cases self-parks and may be summoned from the garage. It's worth noting that fully autonomous self-driving cars usually are not legal within the UK, requiring the driving force to remain under control and use these for assistance only. Offers 5, 6 or 7 seat option. Third row of seats suitable to children. Large boot plus extra room under the bonnet. Unusually for just a high-end SUV, the Model X is usually specified in 5, 6, or 7 seat configurations depending within the buyer's preference. Spec the Model X to its maximum seating capacity and both the motive force, passenger and second row occupants are allowed lots of space to extend and relax. The third row seats can accommodate adults, but children will discover them comfier on longer journeys. There's no escaping that whilst the Model X is pretty low slung for the SUV, it's still a considerable car overall, so as you move the steering's light for nimble maneuvers out partying, you've to negotiate the Tesla's girth. Flip open the back boot and there's approximately 2,180 liters of luggage space to learn with, plus the absence of engine allows to get a 187-liter storage space beneath the bonnet. There's another handle-placed compartment behind the spine seats, suitable for storage of charging leads and other kind of bric-a-brac that's usually left to rattle around the boot floor. Note however that even though the third row of seats where specified does fold away flush using the floor, your second row cannot be laid flat, so carrying very big loads could possibly be tricky.